Yeah, hey, could you do me a huge favor? I'm coming home tomorrow to give birth. Could you please leave one of the bedrooms open for me? You're going to be at home, so that's what you should be able to do for me, right? Please and thank you in advance for doing this.
Wait, who is this again? Is that you, Rebecca? I didn't realize you had my number. You're coming here to have your baby? I don't think I got told this at all.
Are you kidding me? Why do I have to tell you everything? It's really none of your business, so I don't have to tell you until the very last minute. It doesn't matter when I come home because it's my home and I'm allowed to be there. Besides, I'm a pregnant woman. What's wrong with a pregnant woman returning home to give birth? That should be allowed.
No, I'm not saying anything of the sort. I don't think it's bad at all. However, I wish you'd told me so I could have prepared in advance. Especially when it comes to your unborn child, we need to have the right procedures in place for it all to go as smoothly as possible.
Well, that's on you if you aren't prepared for this. You're asking me when you should be prepared for me to come over? You should be ready by now.
The way they practice medicine here is very old and very stuck in its ways, though.
Would you shut up and just get things ready for me? I haven't had time to watch TV lately like you have. Just do it quickly. Don't backtalk to me, you absolute parasite. You know you've moved into my parents without lifting a finger. That means you're a good-for-nothing parasite who's lazy and shouldn't be involved in my family's business.
Okay, well, first of all, there clearly seems to be some misunderstanding. I actually work really hard and I pay for the mortgage on the house. That's why we're all able to live together under the same roof, so I don't believe you're right in calling me a parasite, Rebecca.
Excuse me? How dare you talk back to me like that? Don't be so bossy. You're only being like this because I got married and having a child before you. It's a shame for a woman not to have children in this day and age. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. It's not that you don't want to give birth. It's because you can't. Even though I'm no longer a hardworking professional anymore, I can't just lie and say you aren't a parasite. Hey, what the heck is this? Why aren't you responding to the messages I'm sending you? You're so rude.
I was going to talk to you a little later on once you had calmed down and stopped making me feel so anxious.
So you just thought ignoring my messages would be the best thing to do? You're more the one who's irritating me than the other way around. You've really got some nerve being cheeky towards me. How long are you planning on staying at my house, huh? Now that I'm back home, I can't just let parasites like you do whatever they want. You paying the mortgage is a big fat lie. You know what? You need to pack up your things and leave immediately. Maybe you should be the one that I cut ties from, Rebecca. Wait, what? Hey, this isn't Hannah. Wait, Mom? Is that you? Now, wait just a minute. You can't just show my mom our messages without asking for permission. It's an invasion of my privacy. You are such a horrible woman. You're trying to sabotage me. I know what you're trying to pull here. I can't believe what's going on here. I'm so sorry, Hannah. Rebecca's been causing so much trouble for you lately. Even though that child's living off our allowance, she still thinks she can treat people badly. It's absolutely outrageous.
Oh, Pamela, please don't apologize when it's not your fault. Was it good for you to message her like you did? I feel like it would make me even more angry if that was said to me.
I think it'll work out, but she's always doing things like this. It's really pathetic because if you don't say those kinds of words to her, she won't show any remorse at all. I was told that there was something more important to talk about, so I'll just take my time with this. I'm sorry for focusing so much on Rebecca. So what was that conversation about anyways? What's going on?
I've got something really important to tell you, but it's also related to Rebecca as well.
You've got to be kidding me. What's that child done now? What did she say to you, Hannah?
Well, actually, I probably could just show you what she said to me.
I can't believe you're doing this to me, but by all means reply as you please, you stupid woman. Don't worry about me then. You're the worst person I've ever dealt with in my life. How dare you show my mother those messages and just ignore me when I text you? You're such a scumbag. Don't ignore me. All you are is a woman who can't bear children. You're obviously jealous of me. It's so tough being pregnant. You've got no idea what I'm going through. You need to treat me with a bit more respect.
Rebecca, please calm down, okay? If you really don't like me that much, why don't you change your plans about doing a home birth, huh? You know the area where you live has a really famous hospital that has a lot of women go and give birth in. I think you'd be better off in a hospital than at home. The facilities are better there and you'd be in much safer hands.
Are you being serious right now? Really? Useless people like you who can't give birth to a real human being lack the ability to come up with good ideas. My husband's currently doing a job by himself, so I'm alone. I think it's only natural for me to come home and be with my parents so they can look after me when the child is born. You're a parasite, but right now you're being so bossy. It's annoying. You need to leave the house right now. Since you can't have children, I bet you'd try and mess with my baby out of jealousy.
No matter what I say or do for you, it seems like you've got no intention of living peacefully with me.
Oh, come on, Hannah. We all know you're so jealous of me. You really don't like the state of affairs right now. Everyone around you hates that you're a stone-cold parasite.
Oh, really? Is that so? Is that what you really think of me and what others think of me, Rebecca? But I don't think that I'll be the one who has to leave the house or the family for that matter.
Huh? What are you talking about? You're such an idiot sometimes. Don't you know that no one wants you around anymore? Are you kidding me? What is this game you're playing? Was all of this your doing? How could you do this to me? Because of you, I've been given no choice in this. My husband wants a divorce? You're really wanting to screw up my life that badly? How dare you? When I asked my husband why he wanted a divorce in the first place, he said that you told him something crazy. Is that true? Are you trying to take away the father of my unborn child? I can't believe you're harassing me like this because you can't have children. You're so finished. You're so horrible. You're going to wish you'd never been born, Hannah.
The only person I think that's going to wish they hadn't been born is you, Rebecca. I've done nothing wrong. The only reason why you're getting a divorce from your husband is because he found out you were cheating on him. It's your own fault, Rebecca.
How could you have possibly known what was going on in the first place? I hid everything so well, you know.
Well, I was actually doing a background check on you, and lo and behold, I happened to find out about your affair with another man.
Huh? How can that be? So does that mean you hired some private investigator to spy on me or something?
I guess that's what I did, yes. I was actually quite surprised that you were cheating, but I already despised your actions anyways. So I feel sorry for my brother-in-law right now. He's all alone working hard to pay for you and your unborn child. I ended up contacting my brother-in-law to check up on him, and it sort of just slipped. He said that you still did that to him even though he gave you enough to live on every month. It sounded like he was about to cry. That really sucks, you know, Rebecca. You spent his hard-earned money on another man. It's disgusting. But then your own mother's allowance made up for the shortfall. That's not what a good and fully grown adult should do, Rebecca.
Shut up, Hannah. Why don't you just mind your own business, for goodness sake? That tiny bit I get is never enough to cover everything. I need a lot of money so that I can pay for the hospital expenses and to get clothes for my baby. I need money. What's the big deal?
Yeah, but did you see that you received almost $4,000 a month? You really spent that money so easily, huh? You know that you could probably get baby clothes from other people in the neighborhood. A lot of them have been saying that if you see them throwing clothes away, then you can say that you can use it and take it out of their hands. You haven't bought anything with your own money, have you?
Why are you investigating every single thing that I'm trying to do in my life? That's in really poor taste for you to do that, Hannah. How I interact with my neighbors is none of your damn business.
Well, you got a point there. I guess it really isn't any of my business. We don't need to talk about this. But if things are going to continue as they are, you'll be liable for the divorce and you won't be able to avoid paying alimony.
What on earth did you just say? Who's supposed to pay? I'm just a pregnant woman and I have to raise my child soon. I can't pay alimony, and besides, my husband will be the one paying for the child support, so I've got nothing to worry about. Well, I guess now I can get married to the man that I was having an affair with, so I guess I can thank you. I'm finally free of this mess.
Well, I guess I might as well wish you all the best with that. You seem extremely happy about this.
Excuse me? What's that supposed to mean? Did you think that I was going to be more bitter about this since you found out? Nice try, Hannah. Such a shame your plan didn't work out the way it was supposed to. Looks like you wanted to harass me, but I guess that's not going to happen.
It seems like you don't really understand the situation that's unfolding here, Rebecca. I better tell you before you find out the truth. You can't just go off and get remarried to another man or be able to raise that child you're going to give birth to.
Wait, what? What do you mean by that? Do you really think that'll happen to me? Are you dreaming or something?
Well, my brother-in-law will be the one who gets custody of the child since what you did was so wrong.
You've really got no idea what you're talking about, Hannah. You're completely wrong. The mother of the child is the one who gets sole custody. In other words, I've got an overwhelming advantage over my stupid husband.
You're the one being stupid. It's easier for father to gain custody over the child than it is for a criminal, Rebecca.
What did you just say? Are you calling me a criminal? You know I've done nothing wrong, and I'm the one giving birth to this baby soon.
Rebecca, don't you care or understand why I was investigating your background in the first place?
Well, it's obviously because you're trying to take advantage of my weakness, right? Because you don't like that I'm pregnant.
Wow, you're way off, Rebecca. That's not much of a reason at all. I've actually been gathering evidence to get revenge on you.
Excuse me? I don't remember hating on you that much, Hannah. Don't you know that all women hold grudges sometimes? Don't take things so seriously.
You just don't get it, do you, Rebecca? Almost over a year ago, I've had a grudge against you. Don't you remember what you did to me during my pregnancy? What happened to my child?
Wait, what? What's that all about? Don't say such weird things like that to me. I've done nothing to you.
Are you seriously trying to tell me to stop that? You ruined everything. When I was pregnant over a year ago, you were so cruel to me and thought it would be funny to push me, and you slammed me into a wall. I feel like I summed it up quite well. You didn't like that I got pregnant before you did, so you thought it'd be funny to harass me every time we met up. I'll never forget what you did to me and my unborn child. They aren't here because of you. I'm not making this up. You know you did this.
What are you even on about? Stop kidding around. I never hurt you or that baby of yours. Stop lying about it. It wasn't my fault that you were standing in the middle of a doorway. I was in a hurry and you needed to move out of the way.
You told me to get out of your way and I was trying to, but you thought shoving me would teach me a lesson. You couldn't even go out shopping with me or look me in the eyes because you hated me so much. To this day, I still don't get why. You had no idea what happened to me after that so-called incident happened. I was unable to remain passive to you due to what you did to me. I crashed into the wall and hit my stomach. I was knocked out because I hit my head also, and when I came around, I'd lost the baby, and I was empty. Do you even remember what you said to me when I asked you to apologize to me? While you were busy laughing, you turned around and said that I fell on my own and that I just didn't realize it because I'm so stupid. That's what you said, wasn't it, Rebecca? That's why I decided to take revenge on you. I couldn't bear what you did to me, and I hate you so much for it.
I don't understand. Why are you just trying to ruin everything now? Why would you do this to me?
I was about to get revenge on you, but then I discovered that you were pregnant. I couldn't help but hate you more. But the unborn child isn't to blame. If something were to happen to you physically, then the baby would be in danger also. So I have to wait until you've given birth to it.
I haven't even given birth yet, but you're still trying to ruin my marriage? You thought that you'd wait a little longer?
Or rather, what should the person receiving the revenge do? Should they be granted a reprieve? Well, of course I was going to patiently wait until the baby was born, but I got the support from my mother-in-law to do something about you.
Wait, what? What are you talking about? My mother's on your side with this? That can't possibly be true.
When you decided to come home and give birth to the baby, I immediately started to plot my revenge. But of course, to my mother-in-law, you're her daughter. I thought I'd tell her after the plan was carried out, but I just couldn't hold it in. I told her everything yesterday. She needed to know why her grandchild ended up in heaven rather than living the life it deserved.
Are you stupid or something? There's no way my mother would believe what some stupid woman would say over me. My mom always takes my side, and she will this time as well. She'd never turn on me.
Well, I did say to her that I'd get revenge on you after you've given birth to your baby. You know, she's very angry at you for what you did.
Hey, don't even try convincing her of your lies. Mothers always side with their children anyway. That's such a shame for you. Your plan will never work.
She did tell me that she was extremely angry with you, so she told me that there's no need to wait and that you should receive your reward right now. That's honestly what she said to me, Rebecca. I don't think you should deny it.
Huh? What are you talking about? She didn't say that, did she? She'd never turn her back on this.
Look, she was right there beside me when she saw what you were messaging to me, and I told her what I wanted to do. She told me how sorry she was about me having to put up with all your crap and what you did to me and my child.
Wait, what? Why is she being like this? She's supposed to be on my side, not yours. How could she do this to me?
You're obviously not aware of what's going on, but it seems like things have been tough for your mother for a long time. She was also struggling with how to deal with your antics and your cruel attitude, so she's had it taken care of by the police. She really thought that you'd calm down once you became an adult, but I guess that wasn't the case. When she saw the messages that you'd sent me, she knew deep down that you'd not changed a bit and this would always be your true nature. Seems she can no longer stop anyone from getting revenge on you. I guess she doesn't want to protect you anymore.
Would you stop messing around? This isn't funny anymore. Stop telling my mother all of these strange things. She shouldn't be believing it. To be honest, I don't care about your circumstances. If you try and do anything to me or my baby, then I have no choice but to go to the cops.
You're the one who'll be taken care of by the police, Rebecca. I filed a report regarding the passing of my baby, and I'm seeking compensation. You do know that you're going to be arrested for this, right? You made me lose my baby on purpose. We've already started to prepare for the case, and we've got evidence to back up our claims. You're going to be crushed into little bits, Rebecca, and you deserve it.
Would you stop this? This is absolutely insane. You need to stop with this madness. You're not going to get away with this. Does it really matter what happened to your unborn child? Many women lose their babies every day. What's the big deal?
Wow, you really are the devil reincarnated, aren't you, Rebecca? Since the police are aware of the situation, I think they'll wait until after the baby's born to make the arrest, so I hope you can look forward to that. I'm sure you'll have the baby soon enough, and they'll come and arrest you for hurting me and my baby. If you're arrested, you'll lose custody of your child.
Now hold on just a minute. You can't do this to me. You can't just take my child away from me. It's just going to make the situation worse for my baby.
It'll only cause you trouble, not the baby. I loved your imitations, by the way, when I found out you were pregnant. You said it'll be great, that there will be so many pregnant women around me, and now I can celebrate with them with the birth of my child. However, you cheated on your husband and now he's divorcing you. Even her own baby will be taken away and she'll be arrested. It's going to be great watching you fall, Rebecca. You'll be the laughing stock of everyone around you.
Please don't do this to me. If you truly understand what's going to happen, you'll withdraw the report and there'll be no harm done. Please don't let this happen to me.
I don't think I will, Rebecca. You deserve what happens to you next. You're not even qualified to be a mother. You're going to suffer for the rest of your life.
Mom, how could you let that horrible woman do all these strange things? Open your eyes, Mom. She's manipulating you so she can get rid of me. Your real daughter is more important than her. Don't you see that? I'm giving birth to your grandchild really soon. You should be on my side here. Get rid of that parasite and quickly. Throw away her belongings, too. She's going crazy. She can't get me arrested by the cops. Ah, yes, I suppose you're right, dear. I better get rid of all the luggage and things in my house. But the only things I'm getting rid of are yours, Rebecca. Wait, what? What's that supposed to mean? You're getting rid of my things? Why? I haven't done anything to you, Mom. You're no longer my daughter anymore, Rebecca. Not after the way you've treated people. I don't want a horrible person like you being in this family unit. But I'm the real daughter here. I'm your flesh and blood, remember? Why would you disown me like this? It's your duty to help me out. Where's all the unconditional love and support that you're always talking about? You know that Hannah told me everything. She told me what you did to her, how you shoved her so badly. You murdered my grandchild. I don't want anyone who treats people so horribly in this family, even if you are my daughter. You should be locked up for what you did. I won't help you anymore. You're on your own from now on. You can sort out your own future. Just try and live and make amends for what you've done. That can't happen. It's not fair. Because of that woman, my husband's divorcing me. You used to give me an allowance every month. How am I supposed to live? I'm in no fit state to get a job or anything like that. You can't just abandon your own daughter and soon-to-be grandchild. It's a terrible thing to do. If anyone's terrible, it's you, Rebecca. You didn't even try to understand what Hannah was going through. You should know since you're very pregnant right now. But you just disrespect her all the time, and I thought you knew better than to treat people that way. What's worse is that you've still not apologized to her. It was because of Hannah that you were able to get such a big allowance from me since she was covering the mortgage repayments. You were able to live the life you wanted thanks to her, and this is how you repay her? By being cruel and making her lose the baby? She repaid you with her kindness, but you thought it would be funny to slam her into a wall and cause serious harm. What makes you human anymore, Rebecca? Honestly, I think nothing does. You should be punished for what you did to my other grandchild. Please stop this, Mom. It's not fair. What am I supposed to do now? How could you do this to me? Why must you take her side? I'm about to give birth really soon. I need you to be there for me, Mom. What am I supposed to do about this birth? Don't worry, just give birth like other women have. I'm not going to do anything bad to my grandchild, but I'll help them live a good and healthy life. I'm only going to help my grandchild. You don't deserve my help. You should suffer the consequences of your actions. No, that's not fair. I should be allowed to be with my baby. You've got to help me out, Mom. You can't let Hannah do this to me. You can't just abandon me like this. I need your help. I can't get arrested for doing anything. She's trying to ruin our lives, Mom. Please, you've got to help me out, or get someone else to help me out. Please, don't leave me. Mom, I need you. Don't do this to your daughter. Hannah, I wanted to apologize about all the things that have happened. I really thought my daughter had changed. I didn't raise my daughter well, and it's all my fault. I failed as a mother, and I let her get away with so much in life. I feel so bad. And on top of all that, you took over the mortgage payments on the house when you didn't need to do that. You must really hate this family now, right? I guess I was pushing you way too hard, and it's all backfired, and I just don't know what to do to fix it.
Pamela, please don't worry about anything that's happened. It wasn't your fault, and don't put all the blame on your shoulders. That's not fair. You were the one that taught me what a real family is about, since I grew up in foster care and never really knew my parents. I hated Rebecca, but I never hated you as a mother-in-law, Pamela. I was happy that you continued to take care of me even though I lost my baby. I'm surprised you didn't hate me more for what happened.
Hannah, I could never hate you for what happened. It wasn't your fault. I don't think I could ever hate you. I'm grateful that you continued to stay here and be with us.
Wait a minute, what? What do you mean you're grateful? I've hardly done anything for you, though.
Well, thanks to you, I was able to see my daughter's horrible ways and disown her from the family. Sometimes it's hard because she was a part of the family, and it was so difficult to cut those ties. And because of you, I don't have to worry too much about the mortgage repayments anymore, and I don't have to send money to Rebecca. From now on, please spend the money you earn on yourself and not on Rebecca or the rest of the family. You've helped me out so much.
Oh, Pamela, I just wanted to do what was best for the family. I hope that I didn't take things too far with this.
No, it's fine. We can all live in peace now without my daughter around. I know it's sad, but I want you to look forward and live your life. I'll take care of my grandchild. It'll be difficult for her father to raise them properly when they need to work really hard to be able to afford anything. We'll continue on supporting you in any way we can. We just want you to live your best life, so please go out there and do that, Hannah.
Thank you for those kind words, Pamela. I hope that I can live a long, happy life. I agree with you. I can finally move on with my own life. Rebecca was arrested for her crimes after she'd given birth to her child. My brother-in-law and I are demanding compensation for her after the cruel things she did to us. Of course, my brother-in-law will be granted custody of the child and be given child support. Rebecca's life is now just having to constantly pay her bills to multiple people that she owes money to. In the meanwhile, I finally got pregnant again and gave birth to a healthy baby. Although some days I struggle with looking after my child, I'm living a happy and healthy life with my family, supporting me throughout this journey. I'm forever grateful for them. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.
Hey there, Hillary. Are you there? Is now a good time to talk? Oh, I really hope it is, because I have some big news that I just have to share with you right this second. The thing is, well, you know your fiancé Felix? Well, I stole him from you. He's all mine, so you'll just have to go through your silly little wedding all by yourself.
Opal, I knew that this was all you. Do you have any idea what you've just done by doing this to me?
Of course I know what I've just done by stealing your fiancé Felix away from you. And what I did was I stole your fiancé, the man who you were supposed to marry, your man who you thought you were going to spend the rest of your life with, from you. And now we're going to run off and elope together. It really is all just so romantic once you stop and think about it. Don't you agree with me?
You really have some nerve pulling something like this. Do you know that? I mean, just when did you and Felix even get that close anyways, huh?
Well, I think we actually started to feel this way from the moment that we laid eyes on each other. You remember when you brought over Felix that one time to our house to introduce him to our family because you two had just gotten engaged, right? Well, it was then, on that day, when he came over to our house because you brought him, that we fell in love.
I see. Well, fine. If you two really make each other that happy, then far be it from me to stop you. You can have him.
You don't have to pretend to be so tough just for me, you know? You're just upset that now you're going to be alone for the rest of your life. I wonder how things are going over there at your wedding venue. I'm sure that people are already starting to whisper about where the groom could be. But don't worry. If anyone asks what is taking Felix so long to arrive, you can tell them all that I'm doing you the favor of marrying him in your place. Isn't that great?
I already said that you can do whatever you want. I don't get why you insist on keeping this conversation going.
You really are just so sad. Do you know that, sis? I mean, it's just so obvious how you're just trying to act tough right now. But I know that you're just heartbroken. What are you going to do with your life from here on out, huh? I mean, you don't even have a job, right? Weren't you totally relying on Felix to help support you? Well, what are you going to do now that your walking ATM has decided to go to another woman?
I don't know what you're talking about. I have a very respectable job and no money troubles, so I don't know where you heard that.
No. Come on, there is no need to lie to me about this. I already have the whole truth. I know that you don't make that much money and that you need Felix to be comfortable. I mean, Felix makes a ton of money from his job, so that's why you quit your job when you two got engaged, isn't that right? So I just want to know what you're going to do with your life now that you don't have a guy like Felix to take care of everything for you.
Well, I really appreciate your concern for me, sister, but I would rather you just butt out and leave me alone.
Oh, come on. You don't really think I'm just going to not worry about my sister, right? We're family. Of course I'm going to worry about you. I mean, you're not even going to be able to keep living in our parents' house after this, so I'm just really worried about what you're going to do from here on out.
I won't be able to live at Mom and Dad's house anymore. Just what do you mean by that?
Well, isn't it obvious? Felix canceled his lease for the apartment where the two of you were living, so now you only have until the end of this month to pack all of your bags and move out. Did you really think you were going to keep living there for free?
Wait, what? You mean Felix just told the leasing office that we weren't going to be keeping our lease? But he can't just do that.
Well, I'm afraid it's far too late to do anything about it now. It's already been done and there is nothing that you can do about it. So good luck living out the rest of your sad, lonely life.
Hillary, are you okay? How are you doing right now?
Hi there, Mom. I'm doing fine, I guess. I don't really know what else to say right now.
Well, I just want you to know that if there is anything that I can do for you, you can always ask me for help, you know.
That's very much like you, Mom. Thank you for always being there for me. But I really just don't even know what anyone could do in a situation like this. I mean, to think that my own little sister, that Opal would do this to me, steal my fiancé on the day we were supposed to get married?
I know. I really have no idea how she expects to come back from this. I know that your dad is just furious about this. He woke up the happiest I'd seen him in years, and now...
And to think that the day started so well for everyone, I just can't believe that it's all turned to this. I'm really just shocked. I don't know what else can even be said about it. Though, I suppose that I really shouldn't be all that surprised by this.
What is that supposed to mean? What do you mean that you shouldn't have been surprised? Did you know something about your sister and Felix?
Well, I kind of noticed that they seemed to be getting along really well, but I guess I just never wanted to dig into it more than I needed to. I knew that something weird was up, but I did a bit of looking. Dad wanted to look deeper into what it could be. But I guess this is what I get for letting it go on so long without doing anything about it.
I see. That must have been really hard on you then, Hillary. Especially knowing what you know now. I'm sorry that I never noticed that anything was going on either. I should have been more vigilant for my daughter.
Mom, please. There's no way that you could have seen this coming more than anyone else. But whatever, I'm over it. I just want to work on putting this as far behind me as possible. I need a drink.
I really understand how you feel, Hillary. But I don't think that you're going to find what you're looking for at the end of a bottle. But anyways, once you've packed up all your bags, you should come over to our house. You can still do your work even if you're at someone else's house, right?
Yeah, my company really doesn't care where I'm working as long as I have a connection to the internet. Thank you so much, Mom. You've always been there for me, and I just want you to know that I really appreciate it.
Hillary, please. You're my daughter. You don't need to thank your own mom for doing her job. I'm just sorry that things had to turn out this way.
Me too, Mom. Me too. Mind if I ask you to make something really special for dinner tonight?
Of course. I'll talk to your dad, and him and I will plan something amazing for us all to eat together tonight. But you shouldn't just lose this opportunity that you have here, you know. You have so many family members and friends who have to see you, and you should spend time with them.
That's a good way to think about it, Mom. Everything is already paid for anyways, so we might as well enjoy ourselves.
Hey there, Hillary. It has been a really, really long time since you and I have last spoken, huh? I was just wondering where you were living right now. I am visiting back home right now, and I really wanted to see you.
You've come back to visit him? What are you even talking about? Why are you even here?
I mean that I've come back to our hometown because I'm pregnant and I want to have my child where our family came from. And of course, it should go without saying that the child I'm carrying right now is none other than your former fiancé, my current husband, Felix's.
Wow. Well, I think you really have some nerve coming back to town like nothing has happened at all. I mean, you really have some serious nerve to do that. Do you know that? I think if I were you, I would never want anyone who knew me to ever see my face again. I think I would be way too ashamed of what I've done.
Well, what else am I supposed to do? I'm pregnant with a baby, so I have to have it in our hometown. I mean, isn't this what everyone does? I'm not about to skip doing this just because of what some nosy neighbors might have to say about me. Besides, I just know that Mom and Dad are going to be so happy to see me. This is going to be their first grandchild ever, after all. I'm sure they'll let everything go in light of that, don't you think?
You really think that Mom and Dad are going to want anything to do with you? You really don't know a thing, do you? You better not try to come near me or our parents ever again, got it?
Oh, come on now. There's no need to be like this, you know? Really, why are you being so rude to your pregnant sister? I'm only coming back because I want my family to support me while I'm pregnant. So anyways, really, what I'm trying to ask if you could move out of Mom and Dad's house for me.
And just why on earth would I ever want to do something like that for someone like you, huh?
Well, because I'm doing what's expected of me by coming back home to have my kid, so you should do whatever you can to help me by moving out of Mom and Dad's house and making room for me.
Opal, literally what in the world are you talking about? Do you really think that you could just show up and demand that kind of thing from me?
Oh, please. You're going to talk to me like that when you're nothing but a little leech on our parents? The least you could do for our family is to give up your room for me, your pregnant little sister. Besides, you have to know by now that Mom and Dad would much rather have you out of their house and hair than being the bum that you really are. Although I can't say that I blame you for wanting to stay so long there. After all, they are really, really good cooks. That would be tough to give up.
Opal, do you have any idea just how much of a terrible person you are? I mean, do you have any self-awareness at all, or do you just go through life not thinking about a single thing?
You think that I'm joking with you. I am pregnant with a child. I am thinking about the future, and that's why I'm here right now. So in case you haven't noticed, I am being the more productive daughter and now have more value than you in this family. So get that through your thick head right now.
You really need a reality check, do you know that? I mean, you want to talk about being family, but then try and kick me out of my own room? I'm sorry, Opal, but nobody is in the mood to take orders from you at all right now. Got it? So why don't you just turn around and never ever come back here?
There you are again, trying to act so tough for me even though you know I'm the stronger out of the two of us. I mean, do you really think that I'm going to be scared over my unemployed sister who still lives with our parents? Fat chance!
And just who do you think you are to make fun of people being jobless when you don't work either?
I am pregnant. I don't have to work because I have a good excuse to get out of it, thank you very much. Besides, just why in the world would I waste time working when I have my husband, Felix of course, to make all the money that we'll ever need? There's just no point in me even going out to work since it would hardly make a difference compared to what Felix is bringing home every month.
So you really think that Felix is as rich as you imagine him to be then?
Aw, are you really concerned about my married life when you don't have a job, man, prospects, and any hope for the future at all? Just who do you think you are to talk to me like that, huh?
I'm sorry, Opal. Are you done here? I have things I need to get back to doing now.
Of course we're not through here. I'm still going to be coming home, and I still want you out of your room so that I can stay there. You're old enough to be married, and yet you're still living with Mom and Dad. If they aren't going to kick you out into the real world, then I will.
Well, that's going to be a problem when my boyfriend and I live together in a nice condo building.
You're such a liar. Do you really think that I'm going to buy that? You're so pathetic, it's beyond sad at this point.
Well, I don't know what to tell you except that I'm being totally honest. But yeah, it's the truth. I don't even live with Mom and Dad anymore, so... I mean, did you really think that nothing would change in anyone's life for 2 years while you ran around and did what you did?
There you go again, trying to talk down to me. I thought I told you to cut that out. I already know that you're lying, so I don't get why you insist on being like this. But I know that there's no way that you're dating anyone. That's just too much. And to think that on top of that, you're trying to tell me that you and him live together in some nice big building? Nice try. Even if I were to accept that all that were true, I bet that it's not even your place. You just moved from leeching off Mom and Dad to some poor sap.
There you go again, making assumptions about things that you have no idea about. Just when did I say that it was my boyfriend's condo, huh? You really have no idea at all about what my life has been like.
Well, I know that when we last talked, you had a terrible job and could barely even support yourself with Felix there to cover all the big expenses.
I already told you that when Felix and I got married, I didn't quit working or anything like that. I just started freelancing with my skills instead. I was able to find clients willing to pay me much more than I was making when I was working for the company that I was at before. And since I don't have to go into an office or anything like that anymore, it really is much easier since I can work from anywhere I have internet, basically.
Wait a second. You mean that this whole time you've been working as a freelancer? You've got to be kidding me. I had no idea about any of that. But if you're a freelancer, then that's even worse than not having a job at all.
Wow, Opal, I really have to ask, do you ever get embarrassed about being so wrong about every little thing that you send to me? I mean, I feel like I would just start to have some shame after a while.
The only person who should feel ashamed about themselves and their lives is you, Hillary. You've done nothing with your life, and all you're doing is lying to me about what you're doing. This settles it. This whole thing is just a huge fib. You're still living with Mom and Dad, and you haven't had a job in years. So you better pack up your bags, because I'm going to be arriving to Mom and Dad soon, and I will be kicking you out whether you like it or not. Got it?
Opal, what is the matter with you? Have you not read any of the messages that I've been sending to you? I literally don't even live with Mom and Dad anymore. I live together with my boyfriend. There is no room to even pack up and move out to make room for you. Got it?
Oh, yeah. I can't wait for you to show me around your condo and your boyfriend when I get to Mom and Dad's. I'm sure that you guys are living in the lap of luxury together.
You really have no idea at all about what you're talking about, do you?
Hey, Hillary, are you there? Seriously, I need you to respond to me right away. What the heck is going on? Did I miss something? I mean, what is this? Why is there nothing where our house used to be? It's just a parking lot here now.
Well, that would probably be because last year, Mom and Dad moved out of their house and sold the property to a development company who then proceeded to build a parking lot where Mom and Dad's house used to be on the property that was sold to them. So basically, to sum this all up in a very succinct and easy to understand brief encapsulation of the information that you're looking for now that you have gone there and seen that Mom and Dad have moved out of their house, Mom and Dad no longer live there.
But, I mean, so you're just telling me that Mom and Dad moved out of their house. And then not only that, but they sold the property that the house existed on to a company? And then that company demolished the house that was on the property that Mom and Dad sold to them, and in that same place they decided to make a parking lot? Why didn't you tell me about any of this earlier while we were talking? I told you that I was going to Mom and Dad's house. You should have told me that it isn't there anymore. I came all this way and there's no house left.
And just why should I have anything to tell you about it, huh? You're lucky that I even responded to this message to explain to you that Mom and Dad moved out and sold their house and that a parking lot was built where their house used to be. So if you really think that I owe you anything after all that you've done to me, you really do have something else coming.
But then, wait a second. What am I supposed to do if Mom and Dad aren't living in their house anymore?
I don't know. I guess you'll probably just have to go back to your house with Felix and have your baby there.
But no, you don't get it. But that just isn't going to work for me at all. Can you please just tell me where it is that Mom and Dad are living right now if they are not living here where they used to?
You want me to tell you where our mom and dad are living right now? No way. I am never going to tell you the place where both of our parents are currently residing.
But why not? Why won't you tell me the location of the place where our parents are currently living now that they've moved out of their old house?
Well, that's because Mom and Dad and even I want nothing to do with you ever again. You aren't a member of this family anymore. You made your choice when you betrayed me on the day that I was supposed to get married to Felix, but instead you stole him from me.
But wait, you all can't just cut me out of your lives like this. I mean, this is something we should all deal with together as a family. How can I say my piece if I don't know where anyone lives?
It's okay. I don't really think that any of us care all that much about what you have to say anyways, so you can save it. And that's why I am not going to be telling you where it is that our parents have moved to.
Well, fine. If you aren't going to tell me where Mom and Dad are living right now, then I guess I'll call Mom and have her tell me herself.
Yeah, that really isn't going to work out any better for you. You should know.
Hey, Mom, are you there? It's your youngest daughter, Opal. I know it's been a long time since we've talked, but you still remember me, right? I was actually going to visit home to surprise you and Dad, but when I got to where our house used to be, there's nothing but a parking lot here. So, anyways, I was wondering if you could please tell me where it is that you and Dad are now currently living since you both moved out of the old house? I have lots of presents that I need to give you, so please tell me where I can go to give them to you.
Hello and goodbye.
Whoa! whoa, wait, hold on. Hold it right there. It is me, your daughter. You can't just say hello and then goodbye to me.
Actually, you are no longer my daughter as far as I am concerned. I have no idea who you are, but you are nothing to me.
What are you talking about, Mom? It's me. It's Opal. Mom, it's me, your daughter. You remember me, won't you? Please tell me that you know who I am.
I'm sorry, but I only have one daughter, and her name is Hillary. I don't think I know a single person named Opal. No, I'm thinking about it, and no one really comes to mind at all.
Wait, no, Mom. I know that Hillary said you all wanted to cut me out of your life, but not like this. I didn't think that she was being serious. Please, Mom, you can't just pretend like I never existed. I'm your daughter. You have to know that. Just please tell me where you and Dad are living.
I'm really sorry, but I am not about to give out my address to some person I have never met in my life.
Mom, please, don't talk to me like this. It's me, your daughter. You know me. I've tried calling Dad's phone over and over again, but he isn't taking any of my calls or getting back to my messages. But we're all family. You can't just treat me like this. You're being so cruel to me right now.
Cruel? You want to talk about cruel? I don't think that the person who stole their own sister's husband has a right to talk about what is and isn't cruel. Do you have any idea the pain that you caused Hillary?
But I mean, does this mean that you remembered who I really am then, Mom?
Well, I don't know how I was supposed to keep up that act when you were sitting there crying as if you were the victim in all of this and not your sister. But if you really want to know, your father and I haven't and will never forgive you for what you did to poor Hillary. And by the way, you should also know that we all know your little secret.
Wait, secret? What are you talking about? What secret are you talking about that you're saying that you all know about?
You know exactly the secret that I told you that we all know that you were trying to keep quiet but has become known.
Wait, what? That sentence barely even made sense. I don't get it. Please, you have to know it wasn't my fault. It's just that all my life I felt like Hillary was the better sister. I thought that if I could just make Felix mine that it would prove that we were equals. Please don't leave me, Mom. I didn't think that things would go like this.
Nobody ever compared you to your sister, and nobody ever put you down compared to Hillary. If you really did always feel that way, then that is unfortunate. But that is still your problem, and you should have sought professional help for it.
Wait, what? You mean, you think I should have just gone to see a mental health professional about this complex that I've developed? That's the stupidest advice that I've ever heard.
Well, you can call it what you like, but it doesn't change the fact that you've lost your family because of delusions that you have never sought to address in a healthy way. But when you betrayed your sister like that on the day that she was supposed to be getting married, you crossed a line that is never going to be uncrossed. You removed yourself from this family.
Wait, what? What do you mean by that, Mom? You can't really think that I thought that I was removing myself from the family when I did what I did, right?
I heard that you were coming to try and surprise us with a visit, so we told everyone that we know to not tell you our address under any circumstances. So you're never going to find us. The smart thing to do would be to turn around and go home. If you even have a place to go home to, that is.
So then you really do know about the secret that I was confused about you knowing earlier. I didn't think that you actually knew it, but that last sentence really confirms that you must know it.
Well, anyways, I don't have anything else to say to a woman like you. So have a good life.
Hey, sis, are you there right now? I was just curious why you told me to go back to Felix's earlier.
Are you stupid or something? Why do you think I would tell you something like that? It's because I want you to go home already.
Right, but I mean, do you have any idea at all why it is that I'm coming home by myself to have this child? I'm sure that you have to know the truth if you've talked to Mom about this at all. But what I don't get is why would you pretend to not know the secret that I'm talking about that you are saying you don't know but that I think you know because Mom knows and that's how I know that you know?
Well, I don't think this really has anything to do with me. It sounds more like a question that you need to answer yourself.
Wait. What do you mean? So you know that Felix is going to be arrested.
I had heard that Felix appeared to have gotten himself in some kind of legal trouble or something of the sort. The articles I was reading have something to do about running scams from the company. I guess it really is a good thing that you stole a man like that from me.
But then you know how much trouble I'm in since he is going to be arrested for doing exactly what you said. That is, scamming people through his company, which he is going to be arrested for, right?
Well, I just don't think it's my business since it's between you and your husband. After all, Felix and I never got married, remember?
Please, I don't have money and Felix's assets have been frozen. I don't have a place to go home to and I don't have any way to support myself at all. I'm already swimming in my own debt. You have to help me. I don't know how I'm supposed to go on like this right now. You have to do something.
And just why in the world do you think that your problems have anything to do with me at all, huh?
Please, you have to help me. I'm pregnant and I have no money and I'm homeless. Don't you have any pity for me in your heart at all?
Oh, please. Are you still telling people that you're pregnant? You know that no one believes that, right?
But I don't get it. How did you figure out that I was lying about being pregnant this whole time?
Because I already knew that Felix isn't able to have any children of his own. So if you were really pregnant, then there would only be a few explanations of what could have happened. Anyway, I don't even know why I'm wasting my time talking to you. You know that none of us are going to help you and that you've already lost your place in this family. Why don't you just disappear out of all our lives again and leave us alone, huh? After that, I blocked Opal on everything as she proceeded to blow up my phone with so many messages begging me for help and not to leave her alone. And after I blocked her, I never heard from her again. I heard that she even managed to track my boyfriend and I to what city we were living in, but she still couldn't find us. She begged family and friends and everyone she could think of for information on where our parents, as well as I, had moved to, but no one was interested in telling her. In fact, I think most people took that as a sign to block her as well. So if Opal really was drowning in debt and had no home to go to, then I really have no idea what she's up to at all. I hear some news come down through the grapevine now and then about someone who thinks they might have seen her. As for Felix, I heard he was arrested and is serving jail time for his fraud charges. He also had no one willing to stand up for him after what he did to me either. So I really have no idea who Opal could have turned to for help, but anyways, I say good riddance. You might be wondering about where it was that my mom and dad did end up moving to. Well, my boyfriend was actually a very wealthy real estate agent, so when we all decided to move away from our hometown to avoid Opal, just in case she were ever to return one day, like she eventually ended up doing, he was able to help my parents find a good deal on a new place to live. Funny enough, if Opal had managed to track my boyfriend and I down, then she certainly would have been able to find Mom and Dad because after they sold their house and moved out, they moved into the condo just a few floors beneath ours. We've really enjoyed getting to live so close to each other, but we all realize how dangerous it might be if Opal were to show up.
Hey, are you home? Open up. Tina? Where are you? Right in front of your house. How long are you going to make me wait? I'm sorry, were we expecting you today? No! Do I need a reason to come to my son's house? Is that what you're implying? No. I'm out, so I can't come to the door. We weren't expecting any visits. Work? Your office is near the house, right? Come over here immediately. I can't. It doesn't work that way. Please understand. So you're telling me to wait hours for you to come home? How dare you? You know I work full-time. You're the one coming unannounced. Wouldn't you think it's obvious that you're in the wrong? None of your cheeky business. Whatever. I still can't be there right now. I have to earn a living. Call your son. I can't get through with my son. That's why I'm here, isn't it? We didn't ask of you. What? Your son's home, by the way. Wake him up if you please. He'll let you in. What? Wake him up? Is he still sleeping? He was out late and came home in the morning. He was drinking, so I don't think he'll be up till afternoon. He was out that long? Oh my boy, he must be so stressed. I guess so? Is there malice in what you're saying? Of course, I'm saying you're the one responsible. My son never took a sip of alcohol until he married you. You must be a bad influence to him, stressing him out. Are you saying that our marriage is the cause of his stress? It must be least affecting him somehow, living far away from me, never allowed to see his parents. He must be having a hard time. I always tell him that he can go wherever or whenever as much as he pleases. As a matter of fact, he actually visits you every weekend. And what is wrong with that? You won't let him be free to come back home. Okay, I never said that. He was out drinking with his friends last night. He's not sleeping in because he's stressed. He's just tired because he stayed up the night. Even so, his drinking habit is all because of you. You're owning to this stress. I seriously doubt that. He seems to be living a stress-free lifestyle as far as I know. What are you talking about? Anyways, it's not a good idea for you to be at the front door for so long, and I can't be there, so please kill the time or go on home. Wait, can't you bring me the keys over lunch break or something? What's the meaning of a lunch break if I don't get any break? I need to eat. No, you don't. You think lunch is more important than me? As I said, you can go home. I'm not getting off until 5 p.m. How dare you! To think I came for nothing. You should have called beforehand or talked to your son. I can only be at home on the weekends. I know that, but you should get off work on the days I come. I didn't know you were coming, okay? I just got a text. He's woken up. Oh, good for you. I'll be waiting inside till you come back. Come home soon. What? You don't need to wait up for me. Are you there, Tina? Tina, how long are you intending to stay? As long as I want. It's my right as a mother. That may be so, but it's draining our schedule. How rude! My son says he has still 3 days off. I'm planning to stay for the time being. You don't mind, do you? No, but would your husband be okay alone? I don't care about him. He keeps on complaining on everything I do. I think it's the best for us if I just never went back, you know. What do you mean by that? I mean, I would come live with you two. That will teach my husband a lesson. I don't think that's a good idea. Did you two fight? Not a fight to be exact. I said to him that we should live in with our son and make for their own good. He objects. Haha, that's the reason of the fight. Yes, so it clearly involves you. But then, he was really mean to me. Let the newlyweds have their space, he says. Right, now I get it. I'm just concerned about your future. What if one of us gets sick? Or if you have grandchildren? We should be supporting each other, don't you think? I think that doesn't mean we should live together in the same house. What are you talking about? Your husband is my only son. He is the one who will take care of us in our old age. Our grandchild is our precious heir. I need to supervise your parenthood, or else who knows how the poor child will end up. Even if we have children, they will be our child before your grandchild. I will bring him up how I would want to. No way! I can't allow that! This is why you are not suitable for my son. Suitable? A bride's only job is to deliver a baby. Bringing up a child should be done by the groom's experienced parents. My husband and I will make the child a proud heir. I have never heard such a thing. So you're saying you're going to take away my child from me? Yes, you're working full-time anyways and won't have time to care. And if there's a possibility you would quit your job after childbirth, all the pressure is on our son. I have every right to bring up my own child. You can take them away from me. It's not normal. Oh, but it is. You just don't understand it. What you're saying is, my husband and his sister was brought up by their grandparents as well. Not in their case. I didn't have a job. What? Then I'll quit mine. Huh? If your husband brought food to the table and you nurtured the children at home, it won't be that different for your son to work and for me to be a stay-at-home wife. You're not listening to me. This will be a burden for him. It's a burden for me too. I have to take care of someone's life at home. Stop squibbling, you! I don't intend on having a child I can't parent. We're not stable enough as it is. You're already 27. When I was your age, I already gave birth to 2. Different times and different measures. If we had twice the income and savings, then we might think about having children. How come you don't have enough savings? You both work jobs. You don't know? Figures. I've been trying to tell you, your son's unemployed. Don't lie to me. That isn't possible. It's your fault you can't manage the books. You must be on a spending spree or something. I only get my hair done twice a year. I work full-time every day. And I? On a spending spree? What kind of meds are you on? I heard from my own son. He's been working so hard and you make him do house chores. Huh? Who's working so hard? My son! He's lying to you. He spends his day playing games and the least he can do is housework. I think it will be good for him. That's enough. You don't get a say in what your husband does. If he doesn't want to do the chores, then tell him to go get a job and earn more than me. I don't want any part in this argument. You'll regret this. I'm telling you. If you say so. I don't care in the slightest. I'm going back to work. Wait! We're not done yet. Are you there, Mick? Is it true you're going to be away this weekend on a business trip? Yes. Then I'll stay over again this week while you're gone. My son and I need some bonding together. Your son said he'll be out drinking with his friends. Won't be back till morning again. I already talked to him about that. Okay, sure. Do whatever you want. I don't need your permission. It's my son's house. I need to check. You're only home on Sunday, right? That's the plan. I was thinking of popping to check in on my parents and be back by Sunday afternoon. Is that so? Why don't you stay with them for a while? It's closer to your office too. There will be too much luggage and my files are back at the house, so I need to come home anyways. Oh, come on and have some time for yourself. My son and I are planning to declutter the house on Sunday. You know how he hoards stuff in his room. We were talking that I should get on with it while I'm there. Oh, very well. I can help. It's okay. You're always tired. We'll handle everything. Think of it as a small getaway. Me? Tired? A getaway? You said you were busy with work. It'll get dusty and noisy when we're cleaning. It's better for all of us. What are you up to? I'm not up to anything. You make me seem hateful. I was honestly just trying to help. Right. I'll take you up on the offer. I'll pack my things for the weekend and take them with me on a trip. I'll see you Monday then. Wonderful. Take as much time as you want. It still feels weird. I can't explain it. What is going on? Oh, you're back. How was the trip? Please explain. There's no explanation. It's as it seems. My son and I moved out. What? If you desperately want us to come back, apologize for what you've done. Beg for it in tears. We might consider. What will it be? What do I need to apologize for? How can you be so selfish? You're the one that's selfish, disregarding both your husband and I. Won't have any children. Always working and never cared for the family. It's as if you're wearing the pants in this house. You know there's a logic reason. I don't care about your reasoning. You want your husband back? Let all of us live together as a family. What? If you accept, then we'll tell you where we are. I guess I'll never find out then. What? For the life of me, I don't give a damn about your whereabouts. But it will be inconvenient to live on like this. Can you have your son sign the divorce papers? Wait a minute. You aren't seriously letting us go? Dead serious. Actually, it's a dream come true. I finally get the parasite out of my life. Huh? You are the parasite, the good-for-nothing wife. Nuh-uh, your son can't hold down a job. You aren't capable of listening anything that I say. Barging into my house and linger for days. Hold down who? Your son. I already told you. He's a damn couch potato. I have never heard of this. Why don't you look back at all of our texts? I explained it to you because you were so persistent. We talked about the house chores. Don't you remember? My son hasn't told me anything. He did threaten me not to tell his parents. I tried to keep quiet, but I've reached my limit. I can't keep his ego in check for him. Some useless ego he has. Are you making fun of him? Not only him, you too, Tina. What? My brilliant son, my apple in my eye. If only he didn't marry her. And so on. It makes me laugh. Your son is a no good man than you think. Have you no shame, harassing us like that? Who's harassing who? You never cared about a word I said. That's because you never fully explained anything. I did, but you didn't believe me. No, you choose to speak so we can't comprehend. Fine, I'll start from the top. Keep your eyes and ears open this time, okay? Huh? Your son quit his job 3 months ago. Since then, he hasn't looked for a new employment and became the loser couch potato that he is. Who are you calling a loser? Your precious son, of course. I'm the one bringing food to the table, working my ass off morning to night. I paid for your living while you stayed with us. You see how it won't help me or you financially if you lived with us? I don't believe you. My son can't be. I was waiting for him to get on his knees and beg for mercy while he would hunt on a job. But that never happened, and even allowed you to manipulate our lives. The nerve. Wait, wouldn't it be beneficial for you to live with us? How would it be beneficial? More people equal more chores. I have never seen you help us in the house, like doing the laundry or cleaning the dishes. I just thought I should respect not to touch others' belongings. Respect? You talk of respect when you barge in your son's house unannounced? You care about that? Well, Besides, you just went back to your own house, didn't you? Judging by the heavier belongings that are still here, my guess is that you couldn't afford to have someone carry them. Your son's unemployed and he doesn't have the money, not even to get a new place. I don't understand. This is the part where you beg us for our forgiveness. No way. If you want things done the way you want it, turn your personality around 180 degrees and have your son find a job for God's sake. It's your job as a wife to support your husband. Just because you have a job, big deal. And I supported him for months. That's what you're supposed to do. Well, I can't take any more responsibility in what he does. Good luck finding a suitor who can endure a loser of a husband and his blood-sucking mother. I highly doubt there will be one. You're not serious about the divorce. Of course I am. You started this war. I was only taking a chance. To be honest, I'm really happy. It's like the trash took itself out. By the way, I had the locks changed, so don't bother coming to visit. Why would you do that? That's still my son's house. Actually, no. It's my house. I bought it when I was still living on my own, and I have a strict policy. No losers allowed. Screw you. You'll regret what you've done. Don't worry. I won't. I'm starting a new life for myself and only myself. You're leaving your husband for good? That's what I'm saying this whole time. I give up. Have fun bonding together. If I don't get the signed divorce papers in a week, expect to see me in court. Brace yourselves. Court? Wait, you can't embarrass us that way. Then, have the papers ready in a week. Oh, and there's no property worth splitting in this house, so don't expect to get anything from me. It's time you start paying for your keep. Huh? Hold on a second. Hey, are you listening to me? Mick! Few hours later, there were some disturbances caused by two people outside of my house, so I got the father-in-law to pick them up. He put his foot down on them. The divorce papers arrived several days later, so I sent them the remaining possessions, and I myself moved out of that house. Being alone gave me the opportunity to save up. Now I can have the luxury to spend money on myself. I had a little regret on not getting rid of those parasites long ago. But you only live life once, and I want to give life to the fullest from now on.
I'm going to be getting married here soon. I'm sure that you're jealous after hearing that.
What? I'm sorry, but who is this?
Oh, please. It's me, Tracy. Now enough with those bland lies right now. Even if you have trouble remembering things all the time, there's no way you'd forget about someone like me. How could you possibly forget about your best friend after being together for so long?
My best friend?
I am Tracy. This is literally no reason you should have forgotten about me, right? You and I have been best friends ever since high school.
Tracy, huh? Did you end up changing your number or something? Because I don't have anyone in my contacts with your current number. It's been so long since the last time we talked with one another, so I couldn't really tell that it was you. So, what do you want from me?
Well, I told you why I'm talking with you right now at the start, right? I'm getting married. Were you not looking at anything I sent you before?
Ah, is that so? Congrats. But you really don't have to go out of your way to tell me something like that.
Why not? You're one of my best friends, and I'd be stupid to not tell you about how I'm going to get married soon. And to me, you're my number one best friend out of everyone, so I just had to tell you.
I'm your number one best friend? What do you mean by that? Are you sure you're not joking with me now? What the heck is up with you texting me now anyway after so long?
I'm not at all joking with you. I just wanted to let you know that me, one of your best friends, is going to be getting married soon. I'm going to be marrying a wonderful man, and you should be jealous of that, right? That's why I want to have all my friends come and celebrate my big day, and I'll be giving you all the chance to do that with an amazing wedding.
Is that right? Well, that's great to hear, I guess. What else would you like me to say to you besides congratulations?
I'm sure you'd love to make up a welcome board for my wedding that we can place outside the venue, right?
What?
I'll let you make that up for me, however you'd like to, as long as it's really special. I know that you've always loved working on crafts and things like that, so I'll let you take the responsibility for that. Back when we were in high school, you did all sorts of paintings and things like that, right?
Wait, when you're talking about high school, that was over 10 years ago, Tracy. Asking me to get back into doing arts and crafts now would be difficult for me.
I'm not sure how something like a painting a simple board could become so difficult for you. But this is a request from one of your best friends, so you're not going to say no to me, right? I want you to do your very best with that welcome board and make it look spectacular.
Can you hold on for 1 minute, please? What is all of this about? What the heck are you going on about, Tracy? Why do you want me working on some welcome board for your wedding? Shouldn't you be asking the reception hall to prepare that for you instead of me? They'll know a whole lot more about that sort of thing compared to me and will most likely have better tools for making it. Having me work on that board for you, well, it just won't come out as good as you think.
Even if it's difficult for you, I'd like you to work on it. Now, can you stop fooling around with me when I'm trying to plan things for my wedding?
Well, I'm also a little bit concerned about how you call me your #1 best friend. Did you forget about what all you did to me a long time ago? Tracy, if you'd like for this whole conversation to be taken more seriously, can you calm down a bit and get real with me?
Let's just forget about what all happened back then. There's no point in us being held down by the past when there's nothing we can do to change it. If you continue to waste your time thinking about what happened years ago, you'll find yourself living with no reason.
I have no idea what you're going on about now, though. Even if you have a good point, I don't want to be hearing that sort of advice from you. I can understand why you'd like for the two of us to just forget about what you did back then, but...
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing you at the wedding.
I'm not going, Tracy.
Do you want to go out for drinks or something as well before my big day? It's been so long since we last talked to one another in person, after all.
I'm not going out to any place with you, Tracy. How many times are you going to make me say that before you understand? I'm not even sure what your plan is with talking to me after such a large amount of time has gone by. So please, just stop trying to ask me to come to your wedding and make whatever welcoming board you're asking for. Now, goodbye.
Dawn, are you really trying to get on my bad side?
Huh? What is up with you this time?
There's no way you'd actually be okay with making one of your best friends this upset on her wedding day.
Huh? So today's the day of your wedding then? I don't really care, but what do you think you'll be achieving by coming at me all upset like that?
I'm pissed off with you because you never even told me that you'd not be coming to my wedding. I'm no longer going to have the patience to forgive you after this. I'm cutting ties to you.
You are?
You making me this upset and being totally okay with it is enough for me. I even left you in charge of the welcome board for the wedding, yet you never showed up to give it to us to display.
What are you talking about? I don't even know anything about your wedding, like the time it's supposed to start, and even if I did, I wouldn't be making that board for you.
So you're telling me that from the start you'd been planning on canceling on me without ever telling me that? I cannot believe you'd be doing this to your best friend.
Oh my God. You seriously have zero clue what you're talking about right now, and it's making me laugh my butt off.
I'm talking about how you never told me that you wouldn't come to my wedding, but it's too late now since my wedding day is today. So I'm going to be cutting ties to you for good.
The fact that you're now this upset with me right now has me rolling on the ground.
What? You're being a total jerk laughing at me being this upset with you. I'm seriously pissed off with you right now, Dawn. I had entrusted you with one of the most important things at my wedding, and yet you canceled on me right before the wedding? Even if you're supposed to be my most best friend, I don't care. I'm going to be leaving you forever and will never forgive you ever again.
I'm sure this won't get to you, but from the start, I'd said I wasn't coming.
Huh?
Can you tell me again why you're getting so upset with me for no reason? Actually, I never even got a formal invitation from you to the wedding, so there's that. Where did you end up sending that invitation, if you actually did send it in the first place? I'm sorry, but that invitation never got to me, so you must have sent it to the wrong address. But of course, you had the wrong address because you don't even know where I'm living now.
What are you going on about? That's a load of crap. How did you never receive a physical invitation from me?
I'm just telling you the truth, Tracy. Did you actually try to invite me to your wedding after all that happened between us?
Of course I did. And why the hell would you say no to coming to my wedding?
That right there is a bit of a surprise to me and rather troubling. The fact that you wanted to actually invite me to your wedding of all things?
Huh? What the hell do you mean?
Way back when, in high school, you stole my boyfriend from me and continued to pick on me for the rest of our time at that school. And ever since we graduated from there 10 years ago, I had made sure to cut all ties with you so that I'd never have to see or hear from you again. That's why right now, hearing you tell me that you want to cut ties with me after not coming to your wedding today makes me laugh.
Huh? What do you mean you cut ties to me back then? Are we not really good friends with one another?
Oh, come on now, Tracy. You're actually going to make me pee myself laughing by calling us best friends.
So you really are stuck in the past that badly that you can't see me as your friend. Stop worrying so much about what happened back then, you emotional loser. I was able to forget about all of that only a few days after it happened. And as for your ex-boyfriend, him and I are no longer together, so you don't have to worry about him anymore. So why the hell are you still so upset with me?
I never said that I was upset with you still because of that event. That all has nothing really to do with me now, so I don't invest my time in thinking about it. And I think it's the right thing to do, not carrying those horrible memories around with me all the time. But what I do think about from time to time is how you ended up breaking things off with my ex after the two of you had gotten engaged. Things like that tend to spread around between friends, so eventually I have to hear about you. But what's wild is that after you had stolen my boyfriend from me way back then, you didn't want to make yourself look bad in front of everyone, so you started making lies about me being abusive towards him, and that you were only saving him from me. Rumors like that still float around to this day, and I have to hear them over and over whenever I run into someone from high school. Always things about you and I.
I never meant to make you look bad back then.
Well, it's fine, Tracy. All that stuff is in the past now, right? I really don't care about any of that stuff anymore. And I'm not going to dig any deeper into the rumors that spread looking for things about you that I can take advantage of. It's all been water under the bridge, and that's why I've never come looking for you to talk about anything.
But who cares about all that? What I'm upset about right now is how you canceled on my wedding on the day off.
And I told you that I didn't get an invitation. I had cut ties with you a long time ago, or at least I thought I did, and that's why I never chose to tell you my new address after I moved. So that invitation was never going to make it to me, right?
So you're telling me that I sent the invitation to your old house?
That's what it looks like to me. I bet it's sitting in the mailbox of that place right now, still unopened. And I think that because you only know my old address and nothing about where I currently live, it might even end up being sent back to you soon if the new owner of that house decides to give it back to the mailman. But let me be very honest here. Even if that invitation had gotten to me like you'd planned, I would have said no to coming because I don't have the want to be around you.
What? What do you mean?
You know what I mean, Tracy. I told you that I cut ties with you before. So no matter how hard you try to get me to come, I'm not going to. I'm sure you've noticed by now that a lot of your so-called other friends haven't shown up, right? After what you did to me in high school, you lost a lot of your friends because they were on my side and thinking that you were totally bonkers. So tell me, who from back then actually wants to celebrate you getting married now?
Hold on, Dawn, you actually think that? Are you and I not best friends?
How many freaking times do I have to tell you that we are not best friends? We're not even friends, Tracy. Hell, we're not even acquaintances. Ever since that day you chose to steal my boyfriend from me, you had used that as a reason to pick on me and spread rumors about how I was the one that was in the wrong. All of that really drove the message into me that you are anything but a friend to me. I know from word around town that you love to go around and have fun with all kinds of men after becoming an adult, but you still like to call that event your biggest accomplishment, right? All of those are reasons for why I do not want to be around a person like you anymore.
Well, I didn't know that I hurt you so much back then. Even after taking your boyfriend from you, I thought that you and I were still very good friends. Best friends. That's why I told you about how I was getting married and asked you to be one in charge of making the welcome board for my wedding.
Asking me to make that stupid board for you was like a massive joke to me because of how ridiculous you were being. That's why I took all you said to me as a joke and didn't bother to care.
Why would I tell you a thing and ask of you as a joke?
Oh. So then all of that wasn't just a joke, but you actually thinking that I would be coming to your wedding and wasting my time on something as stupid as that board? Which is scary because after all you'd done to me, you really thought it was okay to invite me? I never thought anyone that could steal their friend's boyfriend in the past and then make said friend look like the jerk would have the nerve in asking them to come to their wedding 10 years later. That's why I wasn't taking anything you said to me seriously. You really did a great job, Tracy. The nerves you have are incredible. Now, you have a great time at your wedding today. Although I don't expect many of your so-called friends to show up to it.
What the hell is wrong with you, Dawn? So you really don't plan on coming here today? This is the day of my wedding, Dawn.
I said that I'm not coming.
But canceling on me the day of my wedding is horrible of you.
So after talking with me for the past 30 minutes or so, you haven't been reading a single thing I've sent you? I never got a formal invitation from you in the mail, so I had no reason to come to your wedding today. So you can't call me a horrible person for canceling on you today when you never even gave me an invitation in the first place.
But to me, you've canceled on me. I really believed that you'd be coming today and made sure to get you a seat ready in the front row.
Why, though?
You're asking me why? Because you should have been coming to my wedding today.
Did you ever get anything about me RSVPing to your wedding at all? No, you didn't. And that's because I never got anything from you in the mail saying that I was invited. Why would you think that I was coming to your wedding when I didn't RSVP for it?
I wasn't thinking that much into you not responding because I just assumed you'd be coming either way.
Well, when it comes to things like weddings, people are usually coming only if they reply that they will to the invitation and RSVP. But if you don't get a reply from them or they say no, that means they are not coming. Right? That's how things like this have always worked, Tracy.
What? So that's what things like not replying into the invite normally mean? Even if they're my friend?
For crying out loud, Tracy. Then tell me what you thought was supposed to happen. How did you know whether people were going to be coming to your wedding or not and prepare seats for those that would be?
I just assumed that people I sent invitations out to would be coming for sure to my wedding. I never thought that people would want to say no to the invitation.
Geez, how self-centered of a jerk are you? At this point, I'm surprised you even found a man willing to marry you. You actually think that because it's your wedding that everyone you invite would just give up their plans and anything else they have going on in life to come? There's no way that's the case. If you didn't get a response from the people you invited, that means they are saying no to coming. No response equals them not coming.
Well, I didn't know anything about that. Nobody ever even told me something like that.
Nobody would, because that's something that everyone knows the moment they're born, practically. Another thing I highly doubt is that you even knew everyone's current address. So it's a mystery as to how many of those invitations actually made it to the people you planned on inviting.
I thought that me getting married and having this wedding would have made it the biggest event for everyone. I wanted everyone to come and see how happy I've become and that I got married before all of them.
Jesus frickin' Christ. You thought that your wedding would be the biggest event for everyone? You think that your marriage means something to everyone?
But even if it's not that big of a deal, I'm still getting married before you, so... That's at least proof to everyone that I'm still more important than you and that they should all come and see me happy.
I'm already married, though, Tracy.
Huh?
I just never bothered to tell you about how I got married to my husband last year.
You have to be lying, right? I never knew about you getting married. You never even uploaded anything about you getting married to any of your social media accounts.
You're right. I didn't make any posts about getting married, but so what? I'm normally never posting anything and leave most of that stuff to my husband to do. And you're not even my friend, so I think I blocked you on everything after high school.
What are you talking about?
Let me just put it this way. My husband does most of the posting due to his job, and you are blocked from seeing anything of mine, so you wouldn't have known.
What job does he have?
Well, he's pretty well known all over the world, so he's pretty picky about what gets shared. But I don't care about any of that because he's given me a wonderful life with our marriage. He's been so considerate and wonderful that I've never had to worry about what happened between us back in high school.
Then why are you acting like this? Why can't you just come to my wedding right now for me? I'm supposed to be your best friend and you should be celebrating my happiness.
You're supposed to be my best friend. I don't think of you as anyone but a stranger, so there's no way I'm coming to your wedding. I told you again and again that I didn't get any invitations from you in the mail, so I wouldn't be coming in the first place. And even now, I don't want to come. But you still keep going on and on, thinking that I'm your friend and that I'm going to come. It's freaking annoying. I've had enough of you now, so can you just shut up and stay quiet?
I'm sorry, Dawn. I want to apologize to you for everything, so could you please find it in your heart somewhere to make it to my wedding? If you don't come to my wedding soon, then my wedding's going to be a complete mess, so please, come here.
No frickin' thank you.
Why though?
I have things of my own that I'm busy with. I already cut ties with you a long frickin' time ago, and I don't have the time to come out and see someone that I don't care to know about. Now, have fun at your crappy wedding. It'd be great if any of those friends you invited actually show up today. But that's if you even have any friends left to call your friends. After that, none of those so-called friends that Tracy thought she had ended up showing to her wedding, and that started to make her husband question things about her, and he called the wedding off. Tracy had originally planned to use her wedding as another way to pick on Dawn and make herself feel as though she was on top. But after everything that Dawn brought up turned out to be true, there was nobody around for Tracy to show off to. After Tracy had tried so hard to make this another chance for her to make Dawn feel bad, it turned out that this whole wedding was making Tracy feel terrible. Tracy tried in one last move to save her wedding to call those she invited, but soon learned that most of them had either blocked her or hated her enough to pick up the phone and tear into her. It seems that most of these people had moved out of town as well, so all those invitations Tracy relied so much on never even made it to her supposed guests. Soon after, Tracy's husband, although newlywed, found out about this part of Tracy's past and immediately took a 180 and asked for a divorce. Had Tracy just thought about things a bit more, she might have been able to avoid all this by only inviting those that actually see her as their friends still, if those people are even out there anymore. Trisha, is it true that Dad's not doing very well right now? I got a call about it already from the hospital, but have you gone to the hospital yet yourself to be with him?
Huh? What does the high school dropout want with me now?
Why are you even talking about me being a high school dropout right now? Answer me! Is Dad doing okay right now or not? I want to know if I need to take the rest of the day off to come see you guys now or not.
You have never contacted me like this before. So it must mean you only care about how Dad's doing instead of how I'm doing. You really are a waste. But this is what to expect from those too stupid to graduate from high school?
Stop talking about that right now. I want to talk to you about Dad because I'm worried about his condition. I would like to come to the hospital to see him, but would it be okay for me to be there right now, or should I wait until later today?
What do you plan to do by coming? If you're trying to get him to give you something in his will, know that you're never getting a penny.
Huh? You think this is about his money? I don't need his money. If anything, I'd feel bad getting anything from him right now due to his financial state.
You're only talking to me now because our CEO Dad is on his deathbed and his money and properties are all that interest you, right? And I'm sure you just want to see how much you'll be getting.
I told you that I have no intentions of asking him about any of his money. This isn't about what's in his will, but about wanting to know how Dad's doing. If this is going to be it for him, I'd really like to be there to comfort him and show that I love him.
Well, if this is going to be it for him, his death will have nothing to do with you. You're just a high school dropout and a failure. I'm sure even he doesn't want you around because he knows what you're really after.
Are you even listening to me right now?
There's nothing a waste of space like you was getting from Dad. I'll be handling everything for Dad after he's passed, so you don't have to bother us. Just stay away and I'll let you know when he's gone.
Then you must mean this is his last time with us. I have the right to be there with him to say goodbye and that I love him. Tell me what hospital he's at and I'll start leaving now.
I know you just want to come and ask for all his things. So you can just wait till after he's dead and hear about it from his lawyer, okay?
What? Why do you keep talking like that?
I'm worried that with how weak he is right now, you'll come in here and force him to change his will, giving you everything. Now, until I message you, you're not allowed to come to the hospital.
You're being a jerk, Trisha. I don't want anything to do with his money or with his will. Can you please listen to what I'm saying to you?
You came just as he died, didn't you? You almost did it to me there, Annalise.
I wasn't going to do anything wrong, Trisha. I was talking to everyone at the hospital and they told me you never came to see him. And they said that he was alone this whole time with nobody but the nurses and doctors around him. Why the hell would you do that to him?
I was busy myself, so I couldn't make it in. I have been trying to plan out how to use all of Dad's money, so I've been busy with all of that.
What? How to use up all of Dad's money? What the hell, Trisha? You have to be joking right now, right?
I'm not joking at all, actually. I'm aware now that you don't want anything from his will, right? And Dad had a massive company under him that was making bank. So, I plan to take over the company and make bank myself. And I'm not giving you a single thing. I've been waiting a long time for this, and I'm oh so happy now.
Ugh, what are you talking about? Seriously, Trisha? Do you think you can calm down just a little?
I heard that you plan on coming to his funeral later, but it's too late now for you to do anything about me. Our mom and dad divorced a long time ago, and I plan to make sure that her and your uneducated butt vanish from my sight forever. So don't get in my way anymore.
Trisha, do you have any desire to listen to me anymore?
Right. I'd also like you to stop thinking of me as your sister from now on. Once I have everything from Dad, I'm going to be cutting ties with you.
Are you kidding? Is there really a good reason for doing that?
I know that you and Mom will be trying to get my money from me, so I need to get rid of you both now so that I don't end up having to deal with that annoying crap. It's not like us never talking again will change much of anything anyway. But anyway, just know that coming to Dad's funeral won't change a thing for you.
But I'm still going. That'll be my final chance to show Dad just how much I loved him. And Trisha, you really need to get your head straight and listen to what I'm telling you. If you don't, you are going to regret a lot of things afterwards. I've had enough. Are you not freaking embarrassed after doing that?
What about you? Aren't you pretty dang embarrassed now?
I get that you always enjoy talking bad about me, but throwing a bucket of water onto my head and then asking me to leave is going too freaking far. That right there was the most idiotic thing I have ever seen you do.
How so? I just did what I needed to do. I am going to be receiving Dad's company, and you're not meant to be around here.
You're getting his company? You don't have the knowledge nor skills to be taking a company under your own management.
Huh? I'm not going to take that from a brainless high school dropout.
Well, you haven't worked a full-time job in your life for more than a week, so what would you know? Trisha, do you really think you could handle a job like that?
I'm really not the kind of person you should be trying to talk bad about. Anyway, what I've been trying to say is that you're getting nothing from Dad, you uneducated waste. So go away! And I shouldn't have to say this, but make sure you don't take anything from his will.
I knew that you only cared about his money and company. You always said that I was the one going after his stuff just to take the spotlight off yourself. I wish you would have never done all of this.
Can you get lost and never come back to Dad's funeral for me? I will be getting all of Dad's properties and money, so tell the lawyer that you can't accept any of it.
Then I will do just that.
Thank God.
I'll do just as you've said and leave everything to you. But you'd better not cry to me later, okay? I really think you should rethink all of this before I tell the lawyer. Because after this, I'll become just like you and never listen to a thing you say.
Is that so? Thanks for the warning, but I'm okay. You're annoying me now, so please go away. And that means for the rest of our lives.
For the rest of our lives? Okay. But it'll be you regretting the fact that you never listened to me.
Hey, Annalise? Something strange has started happening here.
What strange things are you talking about? And hold up. Didn't we say we'd never talk to one another again?
The money from Dad has still not come to me yet.
Huh? His money?
That's strange, right? It's been close to a week now since he passed away, so I should have the money by now, right? What is that stupid lawyer doing right now? The will said there should be a lot of money coming to me, and I've been told a lot of crap about his company as well now. It's becoming a real pain in my butt having to deal with all of this. Why do I have to do all this stuff for the company?
Did you happen to read everything in those documents from Dad?
Huh? Why are you asking me a question like that?
Well, if you happened to read through everything in Dad's will and all the other documents, you might understand your situation a whole lot better. You get that, right? Dad's company was in a terrible financial situation and he ended up never being able to pay off the loans that the company took out.
What?
What? So the money that he had left in that will was all used to pay off his final debts.
What are you talking about? He failed to pay off some loans? Huh?
If you just took a look at those documents, you'd know. Well, I'm sure the vocabulary is a bit too high level for you, but you have always been bad with economics and financing.
Hold on a minute. This is a joke, right? There were financial liabilities within Dad's company, and they were costing how much? Hundreds of thousands. I have no idea what this is all saying. There's no way his company had this bad of a financial problem. I never asked how to take on all his debts now. You take all these debts of his right now. I just wanted his money.
Excuse me? You can't force me to take all of his debts now, Trisha. I told you that I explained to the lawyer that I would not be taking anything from Dad, so this has nothing to do with me.
Huh? So you are saying that the lawyer got you a free pass?
Well, of course. You said that you'd be taking everything from Dad, so I made that clear to his lawyer. And because of that, even Dad's debt has been moved into your hands.
What? Then what am I going to do? Are you really not going to take all of this debt off my hands?
Do I have a reason to?
You can't just leave me alone to pay it all off.
All the money he had has gone into those debts, and so the only thing left was the remainder, which is now in your name. But it's not like you couldn't have noticed that before he passed, right? However, you never bothered to read anything of his, and now you're the one that'll have to carry that debt.
Well, I never had time to look things over. If I would have, then I would never have taken any of this from him.
The lawyer told me that he had sat down with you, though, and explained that before.
Well, I'm going to do the same thing as you now and tell him I don't want anything. That'll get his debt off my hands, right? That sounds like a good idea to me, but what do you think? How should I go about telling the lawyer I don't want the debt?
It's a bit late now.
Huh? Why is it late now?
Why? Because you signed the document saying you'd take what was left by Dad. And so you can't go back on those documents now because it's all legally been transferred to you. I mean, you're the CEO of that company now, right?
That's correct, but I can't handle all this debt.
Well, I don't care whether you can handle it or not. I think you should be able to handle this on your own from now on and figure something out. It's your company after all now.
What should I be doing, though?
Ugh, you're pissing me off. Why are you asking me all these questions now? You already cut ties with me, right? So why are you back with all of your problems asking for my insight?
Well, I didn't expect this to happen. Why do I have to be the one to take all of Dad's debt? I just wanted his money and nothing else.
Really? Do you know what you're even saying? Because I don't. You were the one that signed to have all of Dad's things go to you. And that just happened to include his debt as well.
Well, I didn't want to get his debt. I was only after his money this whole time. Why do I have to end up with less money than before now? This isn't an inheritance from him. This is just straight up debt. Don't tell me that you already knew about all of this and that's why you said you'd not take anything.
Well, I might have.
What? So you did know about all of this and still didn't warn me?
I was about to tell you about all of this, but you never chose to listen to me, so I didn't want to waste any more of my own time. Trisha, you have never listened to me when I warned you about things in the past, right?
What is with that tone?
I can use whatever tone I want with you now that you're a complete stranger to me. And you also poured water all over my head and kicked me out of my dad's funeral. And that was my last chance to say goodbye to the dad that I loved. Did you even see how shocked Mom was when you did that?
I don't care about her. That stupid old hag has nothing to do with me.
Well, say whatever you'd like about us. I'm sure you just happened to get that idea of Mom from Dad anyway. I have nothing else to say now. But know that I will never forgive you for what happened today. So even if you're in trouble now, there's nothing I'm willing to do for you.
But the fact that the only thing I got from Dad was his debt, if you would have told me that one thing, I would have been able to avoid all of this. Why couldn't you have done that one thing for me? Help me, you dog!
Help you? Why do you want my help, Trisha? You were the one that took over Dad's company, and so it's up to you now on how you want to handle all of that. I feel so bad for Dad. You were never even around for him when he was dying on the cold hospital bed.
I told you I was busy.
All you did from the time between leaving our house and today was go to a very expensive school using all of Dad's money, and then after that worked a crappy job at a grocery store, not even using your degree for anything, and even then used more of Dad's money to go out and play because you never worked long enough to make anything. Do you really think Dad ever wanted to give you anything in his will when you already used enough of his money? Well, I guess he did give you something at least, and that's all the debt that resides within his company now that you're the new CEO. Sucks to be you, Trisha.
I'm not going to let a high school dropout get away with saying that to me.
You really can't think of any other reasons to pick on me? Crazy, considering that after the divorce, I went with Mom to France and studied in an international school there. And Mom was there working as a manager for her own business, which she's been doing great at. And she's even said that I can have her business when she's passed away.
Huh? She has a company and you've been around her during that.
She's been doing a lot better with her company than Dad was. You had always talked bad about me for not graduating from high school and always called Mom stupid, but look at us compared to yourself. You're the only one facing hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt. Thank you so much for calling me brainless while spilling all that water over me. I never want to see or hear from you again, okay? You childish idiot of an adult. After that, Annalise went on her way, making sure to have nothing to do with Trisha ever again. And Trisha was left dealing with all her dad's debt while facing a terrifying reality. Trisha tried to run to her mom and Annalise asking for help while bawling her eyes out, but the amount of money she needed to pay was way too substantial. And so her mom could do nothing for her. And so, in the end, she lost the company as it went into bankruptcy and had to start a new life being homeless. But even with the bank taking the company away from her, as well as her house and car, it wasn't enough to cover all the debt. And so even now she's left having to find a way of paying that off. Of course, there's nothing left for the bank to take from her since she's pretty much only got the clothes on her back. So she'll just have to pay the remainder off anytime she makes any sort of money. Trisha really tried her hardest to mess around and keep Annalise away from her dad's money. But in reality, there was never any money to her dad's name. And now she'll be regretting her actions for the rest of her life. This is really a great case of getting what one is asked for, and what she got was a life of debt and sadness.
Hello, Meredith dear. How are you doing?
Wait, who is this?
It's me, Stella.
Wait, Stella? As in Stella Townsend?
That's right. Did you forget that we exchanged contact information not too long ago?
Did we really?
You told me what social media you use over the lunch break, and you even showed me your QR code so we could follow each other.
Things are coming back to me now. I'm sorry, Miss Townsend. Is something the matter?
Not a day goes by without me thinking how much of a kind person you are, Meredith dear. It's truly admiring.
Oh, is it really? Why, thank you, Miss Townsend. You just made my day.
You teach me. Quite the older woman already, that works so compassionately and considerately, and you're so friendly to me. I just felt like I should thank you. You're really helping me out with everything, dear, and I really appreciate it.
Am I really? I'm so glad to hear that. But rest assured, it's my job to teach temporary staff how we do our work, and I'm only doing what I do every day, Miss Townsend. But thank you for the kind sentiment.
Are we together during our shift tomorrow?
Oh, no, Miss Townsend. We're full-time employees, so we don't work during our shifts, you see. But if you mean, would we see each other at work tomorrow during the day, I suppose we will.
Oh, this is unfortunate. I have my work during the evening. Such a shame. I was so looking forward to speaking to you tomorrow. Too bad. Stella Townsend's sad.
I'm sure we'll have plenty of opportunities, Miss Townsend.
I hope our lunch breaks coincide at least.
So do I. It depends on how busy we are during the day, and they can't let everyone off at once. It all comes down to timing, I suppose.
Oh, and I have something important to discuss with you too.
Oh? Is something the matter? Did you want a specific time for a shift?
No, not at all. This is about something far more important than that load of nonsense.
What? What's the matter, Miss Townsend? Are you all right?
That's exactly it. I might not be alright. That's why I wanted to speak to you tomorrow at work.
Is that so? I mean, if you're okay with it, we can talk about it here in DMs right now.
You have an older brother, don't you, dear?
What? I mean, I do have an older brother, but where did you find out about that?
Some other part-timer mentioned it, you see. I see your family lives quite the decent living, I have to say.
Oh, that's not true at all, Miss Townsend. We're only an ordinary family living ordinary lives, and even I moved out of my parents' home after I married my husband.
But I hear your brother is a medical practitioner. Is that true?
Wow, you really did your research, didn't you? You only joined last month, but you seem to have more information than most other employees already.
I make it my business to quickly accumulate lots of information that matters.
Is that so?
And? Is it true that your brother's a medical practitioner?
Yes, it is. More specifically, he started his practice only last month, so he still has a way to go to grow and flourish. My family's apparently going all out to help him, so much so that they'll even be busy during New Year's.
I see. How old is he?
Well, let's see. He's 5 years older than me, so that would make him 37 years old.
Is he really? Such an amazing feat at so young an age.
He took his time, and he prepared well for what he's become now, and he's a very kind and respectable brother to have, Miss Townsend.
Oh, how nice. You must be so proud of him, Meredith, dear.
I am. I truly am.
I also hear he isn't married yet. Is this also true?
No, he isn't yet.
I do think that he and I could make it work, considering we aren't so far apart in age. What do you think?
Excuse me?
I'd like to get to know him, you see. Think we can get some proper introductions?
Introductions to do what, Miss Townsend?
Why, introductions to each other, Meredith, dear. Like I said, I'd like to get to know him. When would be a good time for him? I'm basically free every day, so I'll just make my schedule according to what your brother prefers.
I'm sorry, I must say I'm having trouble understanding this. Could you please slow down and start at the beginning?
I do think that the stress of being a busy medical practitioner can take a toll on someone.
I suppose so. But how does that have anything to do with you, Miss Townsend?
I think I'm just the right woman to help people feel relaxed and healed. Wouldn't you agree?
Huh?
In terms of looks, in personality, I've been told by multiple people that I'm a bit of a goofball. I believe that for a serious intellectual, like a doctor in practice, a woman like me, a little bit silly but also very caring and attractive, is what's best for a partner.
I'm sorry, Miss Townsend, but I must refrain from talking about personal matters.
What do you mean? This will only be between us, Meredith, dear. You can at least introduce us now, can't you? Or would you rather not because you're having a brotherly complex?
Excuse me?
You know, like you don't want anyone to steal your brother away from you. That is what you have, isn't it? Oh, you're so cute, Miss Meredith. Oh.
It's not that I have that, not at all. It's just that a brother's a brother, you see. And it really hasn't been very long since I first met you, Miss Townsend. And I can't do a responsible thing like introducing you to my brother without knowing much about you. You understand.
My. You're a stubborn lass. You sure have some old-fashioned thinking inside that young head of yours. It's worth noting that people really can't determine my real age because they tell me I look so young. Even for my clothes, I do research, and I sift through lots of magazines for younger people nowadays. And I must say, it's worked wonders.
I do admit you have the most exquisite sense of casual fashion.
I know, right? I say I'm the perfect woman for your brother, so I ask again. Could you please introduce me to him?
Sadly, I must inform you that it's been decided that he will marry someone through matchmaking.
What? What's with the old school here? I must say that true love will never result from a matchmaking marriage. You of all people must know that, right?
He's been pretty busy for such a long time, enough so that he never really had the proper time to meet anyone. We believe matchmaking will help him well in his situation.
And how old is this woman?
If I remember correctly, she's in her late 20s. I think she just came out of a medical graduate school with pretty good academic record.
And what would such a young woman know about anything? A woman acquires more and more taste the older she gets, you know.
Aren't you 42 in reality, Miss Townsend?
Just by looking at me, you'd assume I was 24, right? That's what lots of people tell me. I may look young on the outside, but on the inside, I am a fully grown woman with a lot of experience in life already. I really think that it's better for him if you introduce me to him instead of wasting him on matchmaking. I highly recommend myself.
But even so, they've already had a look at each other's personal statements and they seem to approve of each other. So I must say changing this last second will be difficult.
A personal statement? What's that?
It's like a self-introduction paper, often used in matchmaking.
But that's a resume. I'll bring my own tomorrow, so could you please give it to him? For your sake too, Meredith, dear. It's best if you start establishing good relations with your future sister now, isn't it?
I'm sorry? No, it's not a resume in the slightest. And forgive me for being so straightforward here, but I don't believe you'll ever become my sister.
Eh? Now that's what I call a rude outburst, right there. You're just scared that I'm going to rip your brother from you. Put yourself in his shoes. There is no way he's going to choose a woman whose only asset is that she's young.
I think he will, Miss Townsend. He was really into her when he read her personal statement. And also, not only is she indeed young, but she's also a colleague, fellow student from his days in medical school. She studied the same area in the same domain as he did, and he's quite interested in establishing a nice intellectual relationship, as well as a romantic one.
Is that so? But surely he's not going to go through with the marriage.
I think he will, honestly. I do think they're right for each other myself.
There is absolutely no way. If your brother chooses such a woman over someone like me, I have to say that is a real turn-off.
Excuse me? What do you mean by that?
She's 10 whole years younger than him, you know? No amount of study should keep a person from thinking rationally about this. Let's just take a moment here. She is far too young for him. He may not be very experienced with women, but it's worth telling him that there are so many more fish in the sea, right? Fish like me.
Could you, stop this right now?
Huh? What did I do? Oh, I see. You're just jealous of me, aren't you? You just can't stand the truth that you can never become the wife of a medical practitioner, one of the most respected and highest paying jobs there is, can you?
I'm starting to get a little tired. I think we should call it a day here, Townsend.
Huh?
I'm telling you to stop this nonsense right now. Could you not come into my social media to talk about personal matters? It's never my business to discuss such matters with mere colleagues at work. If you have anything more to discuss, please contact headquarters.
What's with that language? Told your future sister, no less.
You'll never be my sister, Townsend. You're annoying me. You do realize I'm your boss at the moment, right? I don't believe this is appropriate behavior, do you?
I do understand you're my boss, Meredith dear, but you are so much younger than me.
And what the hell is wrong with that? And the way you call me dear all the time? I've had it. I'm putting an end to this. You probably wanted to get my contact information because you wanted a way to get to my brother. But in my eyes, it will always be a big no from me. Should you ever for my blessing to even meet him, I'm not going to introduce you to him, Townsend.
But why?
First of all, I must advise you to stop dressing like a teenager when in fact you're 42 years old. If you're gonna buy a bunch of cheap young folk clothes, I suggest you get those white hairs of yours properly dyed at a nice salon. Wouldn't you agree?
How rude! I'm telling you that I am beautiful just the way I am.
I do think that depends on the person, Townsend. In any case, I must warn you that if you don't make some changes to your behavior in the workplace, you will face the consequences. You can start by using polite language towards your superiors. At this rate, I don't believe your contract with your displacement agency will be renewed or extended. And a non-married woman without a job in her 40s is not exactly anyone's vision of a nice life now, is it? Good luck to you, Townsend. Miss Townsend showed up at work the next day to complain about Meredith's attitude in DMs the day before, but Meredith dealt with her in cold strictness, and perhaps that made Townsend's blood boil because she started shouting loudly and caused a great calamity inside the call center. Her dispatch employee contract with the company was terminated right there and then. Miss Meredith, along with a few other superiors, filed a complaint to the agency who dispatched Townsend to their enterprise and asked for proper punishment. As a result, her resignation status with the agency was deleted, and lo and behold, she really did become a jobless woman without a husband. She'd registered in other dispatch agencies since then, but all of them were denied a renewal. Seems like her situation with work will only get more difficult as time goes by, unless she makes some changes.